Since we heard about the jury view, which these are rare, you both are, jury views are rare, although we did see one recently in the Nicholas Cruz trial, and we talked a lot about that here on Court TV. I've been asking all the attorneys coming on if they've ever had one, and ding, 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 Noah Pines, you have. Today is our lucky day, because you can tell us what it was like. Yeah, no, what was yours like, please?
So this was early on in my career as a prosecutor, and it was a case involving a car, and the defense wanted the jury to see the car, so the car was actually brought to the courthouse, and all of us went outside, with the judge, the deputies, the jury, obviously the defense attorneys, myself, and we looked at the car, and that was important to the case. It was a case against a Superior Court judge's son who was charged with DUI, and it was important for the jury to see it. It's the only time, in my 28 years of practice that I've ever been in a case with a jury view.
Because they are rare, are they not? They're very rare. Well, and when you were talking about the car jury view, it makes me think of another Court TV case, the Darrell Brooks Jr. case, of course, when the Wisconsin parade tragedy, and where the jury looked at that car, that red Ford Escape. I remember that being part of the case. So, it is helpful. I was surprised that the state objected. Vonda Sargent, let me bring you in on this one, please, tapping into your experience as a former prosecutor. Did that surprise you at all that they didn't want this? They said the reason was that it looks different today. Your thoughts, please.
That's precisely why I would have objected as well. It's not the jury view didn't occur contemporaneous to the crime. The scene is entirely different. There's no tape up. There's no indication that a crime occurred there. I would have also objected. I think that it was a good objection.
And Vonda, forgive me right now. I'm going to get back to your answer, but we have a little bit of breaking news. So we are able to film this. This is video of the jurors heading out on the jury view. Of course, we can't see them. The windows are tinted on those SUVs. Courthouse staff taking them there to view the Moselle property. Media lined up. So boy, oh boy, I've said it once, I'll say it again. This judge really knows how to run a trial. He is timely, he is precise. It's only 10 after 9. They're already off on that jury view so that no time will be wasted before they get back in. They go over the instructions, and then the closing arguments happened. And excuse me. And by the way, something else important to note here. Initially, the media wasn't going to be allowed on this jury view, but after some further consideration, the Honorable Clifton Newman decided that one videographer is going to be allowed, and that is one of our Court TV photojournalists who will serve as that pool videographer. There's also going to be a still photographer and a pool reporter. And when I say pool, that's a media term we use, meaning that these people will be designated to share with all the media, because we know there's media from all over converging on Colleton County, South Carolina, to report on the details of this case. So when you have someone being the pool, they're going to take the notes or take the video, take the camera shots, and then distribute it to all the other media members. Throughout this trial, Court TV has been the pool camera. It's our cameras filming this case. That's why I've told you day in and day out, no matter where you see it, it's our photojournalists who are the videographers who are doing it all in the courtroom. And so we're really excited to have this opportunity to be pool on this. And how it's going to work is the jury's going to look at the property first with the judge, with court reporters, with the attorneys. And then after the jury leaves the property, then our Court TV camera, the still photographer, everybody's going to be able to go and take some video. And this is, again, the departure of the jurors headed to the Moselle property. And there you can see a couple videographers and reporters lined up with cameras and cell phones taking pictures. You can't see the jurors, of course, because the windows are tinted to protect their identities throughout this case. And nobody, I mean no one, is allowed to show them or come near that property, or they will face a contempt of court charge. Believe you me on that. All right, here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to step aside for a break. Head over to Twitter. Let us know what you think about this jury view. Who's it going to help? The prosecution or the defense, or is it going to help both? That's my opinion. You let me know what you think at Court TV. At Julie Court TV is my handle as well.